Tease, in the world of high finance, some names just stand out. Tom Lee is definitely one of them. He's the guy who's not afraid to make some seriously bold predictions. We're talking about the S&P 500 index hitting 15,000 by 2030. To put that in perspective, that's more than double where it is today. As calls on crypto. Even wilder, he's thrown out numbers like Bitcoin reaching $3 million in the long term. That's a massive leap from its current price. Love him or hate him, you can't deny he gets people talking. But what's the man behind these headline-grabbing forecasts really like? That's what I wanted to find out. I met him at his Midtown Manhattan office. And what I found was a fascinating blend of audacious, visionary, and down-to-earth realist. It was a chilly November afternoon, and we had an appointment down at the New York Stock Exchange, right at the southern tip of the island. Now, you might think a Wall Street big shot would have a private car waiting. His team even suggested it, but Tom Lee, he knew better. He looked at the time, considered the infamous New York City traffic, and made a call. The train's always faster, he said, and just like that, we were off. We set out on a brisk 10-block walk to catch the express train. There, he was, in his trademark dark suit, black-rimmed glasses, and that famous head of hair, navigating the busy city streets just like any other New Yorker. It was a small moment, but it spoke volumes. This was a man who, despite making fantastical predictions about the future, keeps his feet firmly planted in reality when it comes to the here and now, who understands the system, whether it's the stock market or the subway. His office at Fundstrat Global Advisors offered more clues. It's exactly what you'd expect from a frequent TV commentator. It's equipped with a set of towering 6-foot camera lights for his regular appearances on CNBC. He's always ready to go on air and share his latest insights with the world. But it was something else tucked away in a corner that really caught my eye. A small bed. He explained he had it put in a few years ago. After long-haul flights from business trips, it's his personal refuge. A place to rest and recharge before diving back into the chaotic world of financial markets. It's a symbol of his relentless work ethic. This isn't just a 9-to-5 job for him. It's a lifestyle that demands total commitment, day and night. Our 50-minute meeting was a whirlwind. He's sharp, articulate, and passionate about his work. He can jump from complex macroeconomic trends to the nitty-gritty of individual stocks without missing a beat. They're backed by a mountain of research and a unique framework for analyzing the market that his firm Fundstrat is known for. He looks for patterns and connections that others might miss, blending quantitative data with a deep understanding of market psychology. Sees the world through a lens of optimism. While many analysts focus on the risks and potential downturns, Lee consistently looks for the upside. He believes in the power of innovation, the resilience of the American economy, and the long-term growth potential of disruptive technologies like artificial intelligence and blockchain. This bullish stance has earned him both fans and critics. When his calls are right, he's hailed as a visionary. When they're wrong, the skeptics are quick to pounce. But Lee seems unfazed by the noise. He sticks to his convictions, confident in his analysis. He argues that we're in the early stages of a new economic cycle, one that will be defined by technological transformation and a new generation of consumers. 2. Points to the rise of millennials and Gen Z as a major force that will reshape industries for decades to come. Their spending habits, investment preferences, and embrace of digital assets are all key components of his long-term thesis. For him, the S&P hitting 15,000 isn't a fantasy. It's the logical conclusion of these powerful, underlying trends. The same logic applies to his view on Bitcoin. He was one of the first mainstream Wall Street analysts to take cryptocurrency seriously. He sees it not just as a speculative asset, but as a legitimate store of value, a kind of digital gold for the modern era. His prediction of Bitcoin reaching astronomical figures is based on the idea of increasing adoption, limited supply, and its growing role as a hedge against inflation and geopolitical instability. He believes that as more institutional investors and everyday people enter the space, the network effect will drive its value exponentially higher. As we walked towards the subway that day, I realized that Tom Lee's whole philosophy is about seeing the bigger picture. He's not trading the daily noise. He's investing in the future. The choice to take the train over a car wasn't just about efficiency. It was a metaphor. He was choosing the proven, reliable path to get to his destination, even if it wasn't the most glamorous. He applies the same principle to his market analysis, cutting through the short-term volatility to focus on the fundamental, long-term drivers of growth. It's this combination of big-picture optimism and practical, on-the-ground realism that makes him such a compelling figure in finance. He's willing to make predictions that sound outrageous to some, but they're rooted in a deep-seated belief in progress and a rigorous analytical process. Whether you're a bull or a bear, listening to Tom Lee forces you to think differently and question your own assumptions about where the markets and the world is headed. He challenges the conventional wisdom and encourages us to imagine a future that is far more prosperous than we might think, and that, in itself, is a valuable contribution. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this interesting, don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the minds shaping our financial world. See you in the next one.